What's up, y'all? I'm going to do a short EDC video here to show you what I carry all day, every day. Not including the get home bag that stays in the vehicle anyways. That would be, I consider this line 1. The other bag would be considered line 2. Line 3 takes it a step further. We'll get into that into the future. So first off is just my hat. Keeps the sun out of my eyes, protects my head and my face because I'm what some of you would call ginger. So I'm not gonna digress on that much. Next thing, just the wallet. Everything in there is none of you. And in the wallet, I also carry this little deal here, which has come in quite handy. I'll do a separate video on that if you want. Let me know in the comments. Next thing is a flashlight, and you want to have a good one. This is a Streamlight ProTac 2AA, and I've got a sticker on it, but you can see how worn it is. I've used this thing for about 4 years now. Never had a problem with it other than the batteries dying. So next up we have the pocket knife, Smith & Wesson Walmart edition. Still, it's got a lot of weight to it. It's built real well. I've never had a problem with it at all. Next up we have the gloves. Just a pair of Hardy gloves from a local farm and home store. Work real well. I carry them on my belt with a carabiner or in my pack if I've got the line 2 with me. Next up would just be a lighter. Yeah, I smoke cigarettes. Some of you don't, but it's still important to keep a lighter around. You never know when you need to make a fire. Next up is a pen, because I'm not illiterate and I can write. So next up, Burt's Beeswax. This is the best chapstick ever. It is the only chapstick I've ever used that has worked. Focus, you junk. There we go. The best ever, and it's got to be the vitamin E and peppermint, not the other crap they carry, because that stuff doesn't actually work. Next up is obviously just the keys. You got to have keys, but on the keys I carry also a little locking pocket knife so I don't open my pocket. And then I've got my Allen key here, or Allen key. Yep, it's hex, but whatever. This works for all my scopes on my rifles and works for my set screw on my tomahawk, so it comes in really handy. A little, dang it, little carabiner on it. Quite nice. Next up would be this. This goes on my belt as well. This case was made for me from a good fella. This is a buck knife. That's fun to do with one hand. Not a buck knife. That's the other one. This is Gerber 650. I go between the two just because they're both nice. But Gerber 650, really good knife. I've done all kinds of stuff with this for years. It's never failed me. Stays sharp. Just an extra. I would be carrying open or a fixed blade, but can't do that in the communist state of Illinois. Last but not least would be the Glock 19. Yep, Gen 1, because I don't need all that extra crap. It's just a pistol to carry around. And as you can see, it's quite worn in as well. I've got the stippling on the grip, but I also put this little rubber grip thing on it. It does help a lot. Makes it a little fatter. I've got pretty big hands. And yes, it's loaded. I'm not doing a press check because I already know what condition it's in. It's loaded. That's what condition it's in. And then I can either open carry if I'm on private property or conceal it. But don't forget your permit, because communism. Thanks for watching, y'all.